Hi everyone, welcome to my very first podcast. In this episode, I will introduce myself. My name is Eric Paramian, and I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. I born in Jakarta, kindergarten, elementary school, junior high school, senior high school in Jakarta, Bunda Hati Kudus. Over there, I have a lot of hobbies. Start from basketball around elementary school, and then junior high school start playing music. After that, in senior high school, I joined theater performance. Yeah, that was my major hobbies that I pick up during school time. From there, I moved to MIBT Jakarta, which is Melbourne Institute Business and Technology. They work together with Deakin University in Melbourne, Australia. I spent for 9 months there and then came to Australia 2005, jumped straight to the second year in uni. And then my first 2 days basically came to Australia. My cousin, she's accountant, and then she asked me like whether I want to stay permanently in Australia. And then I said yes. And then she said like you have to pick accounting as one of your major in uni. I came thinking to study finance and financial planning because that's what I like, and then that's what I enjoy the most. And then she said like, if you wanna stay here permanently, I have to study accounting. So I dropped the financial planning, changed the plan, and then took accounting and finance. And that's what I was study until 2007. I finished my bachelor 2007, and during 2005 2007 have three two basically two part-time job. One was IGA. I worked there as a filling up the shop assistant, they call it, filling up the stock on the shelf, and then cleaning the store. The most memorable experience that I had there, well, while I was working, someone came to me asking for Milo. I just came to Australia from Indonesia the first month, and then someone asked me where I can find a Milo. Like, I don't know what a Milo back then. And then turned out to be a chocolate drink, the Milo. In Indonesia we call it Milo. So when came here and then Milo, like, what is Milo? So that's one, and then the other one, someone came to me asking for papadam. I never ate papadam in Indonesia, and then came here, someone asking for papadam. I don't know that that's part of Indian food in Indian section, and then turned out to be a crackers, Indian crackers. Like, yeah, never heard of that before. From there, I moved to Hungry Jack's. In other country, they call it Burger King. Worked there as a from the bottom, basically like bronze member, crew member. They have bronze, silver, and gold, and then move up to team leader, and then move to manager when I finish my uni. Over there, I learned how to run a whole store, like start from how to make the burger, cleaning, what need to be done to give a clean store, a good customer service. And then when I moved to become a manager, and then learn how to place an order, the food not too much, not just enough, and then learn also how many people need to be put on a shift, not too much, not yeah, not too much hour to be put how to run the store, like the whole store basically. Like over there, the experience can be used. Let's say if one day I want to open a store, I can use that experience to run it. It's a very good experience. While work in Hungry Jacks, there are one week way I help, not help basically, work as selling footy ticket. In Australia, the sport that they famous for is a footy, AFL. So there is a time where people watching the final, which is the top eight, move to the bracket, like they call it the final AFL. Eight teams compete to the grand final, and there is a week where I have to sell the ticket. So I went to this place, work for 1 week selling the final ticket, and then yeah, a lot of calls, answering a lot of calls, learn in the morning how to use the system and then use it straight away. It's very simple system, but the call just keep coming because the fans wanna watch their team in a grand final, in a final, in a ground. From 2010, I left Hungry Jacks, moved to Marathon Australia. In Marathon Australia, that's my very first job office in Australia, in a proper office, very different environment where I'm coming from, which is a fast food restaurant, and then moved to office environment, and then yeah, I met a lot of people there, learn how to use Excel, and then what need to be done basically in the office, like this department what they do, and then different department. Basically, yeah, understand the office works. The most memorable experience that I get from there, I was in SAP implementation team for rebate. Yeah, never used SAP before. Straight to the implementation because they're changing the system from Finance One to SAP. Learn it from basically I learned it from scratch, like to build and then testing it. Yeah, it's very good experience there. From there around 2014, I moved to Asalioke. I joined Asalioke. This is where I learned the most, I reckon. Like Asalioke, they're selling uh, toilet paper, paper towel, sanitary pads, and then over there I met a lot of great people. Like they teach me. I think I work almost like 10 people in a team. I mean, like because many people keep changing. I think I'll report like to 10 people in 5 years. They all great people. I learn different things from them, and the most memorable experience that I have over there, I learned how to analyze what's the best price that we can put on the market, so we not still can compete with others, and then how much money we need to spend, we need to give to the shop in order for us to still make money from this product, how to give the best uh, quality product as well as with the lower cost, to great balance between that, how to deliver product to maximize the cost, to deliver product to the customer. That's that layer of analyze is very interesting. Like every different layer is different way to analyze, and then in order to give a good profitable product for the company. And then the company Australia business get bought by Soben, which is Indonesian company. work still in the same building, same work basically, pretty much. Indonesian company, different culture, smaller team, and I spent there for 7 months, 6, 8 months around that time, and then moved to November to 2019. I moved to Draeger Australia, which is a German company. They manufacture in different countries. Uh, they supply safety equipment, which is what people use in the mining or in what do you call interlock, like in order to turn on the car. And they also supply medical equipment, which is lighting in hospital and ventilator. And the most memorable experience that I had, they sent me to Lubeck to learn the system. When I was there, I got an email from the managing director of Draeger Australia saying there is this COVID virus outbreak that happened in China. So I got the email while I was in Lubeck, German. And back then I thought like it's not a big deal. I think it's just finished quickly, and apparently it's very big. It's become very big, like a lot of business need to be closed because the spread is very quick. We have to work from home. And then when I record this in October, it's still in Melbourne. It's still lockdown. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Hopefully you like it, and then enjoy my next episode of podcast. Thank you. Bye.